you've taken a cookie class. Okay, they're not the same.
'Tis the season for cookies. Yes, the holiday cookies are a tradition this time of year, and the AndyFood culinary studio in Scottsdale gives folks the opportunity to make them from scratch. From almond spritz to coffee twists, coconut logs to chocolate crackle tops, a wide variety of cookies are made in a 3-hour session. Jennifer Krasson likes the idea of making different types of cookies.
There's a wide variety, so you get bar cookies and no-bake cookies and a little bit more difficult cookies, so it was a good variety and I'm enjoying it.
The 24 people who are registered make a grand total of 2,500 to 3,500 cookies during the session. Each group of 4 is assigned to a station where they each make 2 types of cookies. Much preparation goes into putting these cookies together. You certainly can't be afraid to get your hands dirty. The batter must be stirred and the dough must be rolled until it looks exactly like this. The recipes are meticulous, but are pretty easy to follow. Most of the times it requires someone to do one thing multiple times. Once the batter is mixed and the cookies are placed on the cookie sheets, it's time to get them in the oven. Most cookies take between 10 to 15 minutes to bake, although some can take as long as 25 to 30 minutes. Once the baking is done, it's time to take the cookies out of the oven. After a brief cooling period, the cookies are cut up and stacked one by one on the tables outside the kitchen.
Melt it. You're going to put a third of the butter on each one.
Broder is the man who runs the show, although he's better known as AndyFood. Broder opened up the studio in 2003. Broder does teach public classes like the holiday cookie class. He says that people come out of the class a little shocked at the amount of cookies made in just 3 hours.
Most of the time people are surprised that we actually really made as many cookies, and I think when you see them all spread out, it's so much more than I think the average person expects.
Kara Wilkinson likes not only the camaraderie of the class, but the easy-to-follow recipes.
Yeah, I like it because I like a lot of these recipes are easy, but not just like plain old sugar cookies, but easy enough that you could go home and replicate them.
At the end of the night, the now veteran cookie bakers get to load a dozen of each cookie into their Tupperware and take them home as they enjoy the fruits of their labor. For Newswatch, I'm Mike Sackley reporting.